Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Aurogiri. So, as today's title suggests, or as it reads, it says Lucifer. So, I'm not running Lucifer in this video. I'm not going to be fighting him or anything like that. I should be, but it would take me a long time by myself because I'm not very good at fighting him. But, last night, me and the group, so me, Suzaku, Harai, Lyra, and someone else, Ikaros was there, and we said, you know, let's get some stones and let's just try Lucifer on hell. We've farmed him on hard a lot, normal, you know, things like that. I got my recipe and my fallen crosses from hard to make the L that I hold, so we just did that all on hard. But we had heard rumors from PC that hell was, it was crazy, that all the best PC players that we knew, it took them like 40 minutes or something, and all their weapons were broken, and it was hard, and you know, it was a very eerie rumor. You know, it's like, oh, you don't want to go in there in hell, like you need like 7 Ifrits in that dungeon just to do it, and it's like, what? Like, you know, no, it's not that bad at all. First run we did last night, we had like 4 Miyamotos and a Genai, because Harai doesn't have Miyamoto, but we had 4 or 5 scroll Miyamotos in there. We had my Miyamoto, Lyra's Miyamoto, Ikaros' Miyamoto, and Suzaku's Miyamoto, and we all went in. Like, we switched holding Night Sky or whatever weapon we wanted, and we went in and we started hitting them. And I gotta say, like, the biggest difference between Lucifer Hell and Lucifer Hard is that on Hell, Lucifer takes half as much damage as he does on hard. Like, it's not... I find it very rare you see that when you do dungeons on, like, in a difficulty change. Because usually things just have, like, more health or do more damage and take a little bit less damage. But Lucifer, like, I don't know if he had more health or not. He probably does, absolutely. But the difference in the damage we dealt to him was insane. Like, normally if you go in on hard and I hit him with collapsing blade on the Dayton, it was gonna hit him for like it hit him for like probably 3 mil a slice if it did triple damage. So it was hitting him for like 6-7 mil if I got the full effect of the Dayton on the slashes. But on hell, it was like I was lucky to do like 1 million crit and it'd be like 2 million triple. Like, it was an insane damage reduction on hell. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, oh yes, hello Luxor, Anju, Army Man, Isaiah. Hey guys. So, you know, Army Man was there. He fought Lucifer alongside me. It was a good time. But hell is definitely doable. That was the biggest experience I noticed from it. Like, a lot of us were raging, some more than others. Like, it wasn't, in my personal experience, it wasn't that bad. No, there's Anju out of nowhere. But, Lucifer was not that bad on hell. Like, you know, it's usually the case that the rumors are way worse than how things actually are. Like, we had heard of Oblivion, and we we're like, oh, well, our friends on PC went into Oblivion, they couldn't scratch that thing, and they got completely destroyed. Or they went in by themselves, or whatever. And then we went into Oblivion, like, that night, not that night, but just one night we said, hey guys, let's do Oblivion. And we went in, and we did Oblivion. Like, I don't know how much time we had left on the clock, maybe 10 minutes or so, but we did it. Look, when you go into Oblivion, you have like 30 revives. It's like, okay, whatever, sure. And then, that was probably the biggest problem with Lucifer Hell, is the finite revives we had. Exactly, Iron Man. Like, on hard, like, you were doing like 2 million flame lances, and on hell, it's like, fuck, I ain't doing shit. But on hell, like, the hardest part is you have 15 lives. Like, that's it. You have 15 lives, and then you're on soul eggs and OC. And hopefully the OC doesn't have to come out, especially in a 5-man. But, you know, 15 lives is a lot. So when I was fighting him, I was a bit more defensive than offensive, and it paid off. Like, Spear has the ability to block more damage than other classes. That's like our thing. Like, I do it on Mephi a lot. Unless it's Mephi Hell, you can't block stuff in Mephi Hell. But Mephi Hard, I can walk up there, block his lightning, take 200 damage a tick. I don't care. You know, some people have to res point. They got to get out of there. They put on lunge step swords. I just stand there and push L3. You know, Lucifer was a lot like that now. I don't know if he was like that before the Mephistopheles update, but, you know, we are fighting him an update later. I don't know if there's any changes to his core or anything like that. But, I was able to block his lightning most of the time. But he still does get a lot of cheese kills on you. Like, you can block his, like, you can't block his, like, walls he puts up. Those, if you touch a wall, you're dead. Okay, no, get out of my camera. Exactly, hard was, yeah, like I was saying, like, my hard collapsing was, like, 3 mil a slice if I got the triple damage. And then on Hell, it's like, fuck. Like, Hell is just, he's twice as tanky. So, main thing is, Hell is completely doable. So what made us do Hell was, we looked at the leaderboards and we saw that, you know, the big three there, you know, them guys, they went and did it. So, you know, previously they were known as Suji, Night Sky, and Eternal Wind, and now they're Harote, Neol, and Sleeping Forest. And we went and checked the, where is it? The ranking, right? So we go to the ranking, we see how people do. So there's Sleeping Forest, #1 time on normal, then Suji, then Sexy Biatch, then we have Suzaku 5 minutes, Lyra 4-5 minutes, Otaru, Zazmo, Lilith, etc, etc, etc. You know? So then we go to hard. Let's look at who does hard. Suji does hard, Sexy does hard, Zazmo does hard, Goku does hard. Now, you know, that's 10 minutes, 14 minutes, 14 minutes, 23 minutes. Then we go to Hell. Who's soloed Hell? No one has fucking soloed Hell. Okay? No one's gonna do that to themselves. It's, you don't have the, like, the durability to do it. It wouldn't, I mean, it's possible, sure, absolutely. If someone wants to go in there and chuck OC at it all day, be my guest. I mean, it's not feasible. No one's gonna go in and solo it. So, like, let's look at the group times. Where's the group button? So solo, group, party, sure. So on normal, Suji, Night Sky, 325. Then it's me, Lyra. No, I'm not there. I'm not there. It's Cluster, Lyra, Ryujin, Ikaros at 4 minutes. Then Jiro, Lilith, 4 minutes. I'm actually not there. What the fuck? Where am I? Blank 13th. Yeah, I don't run normal. Okay, and Zazmo and Sexy, 420, 423. You know, it's about a 5-minute dungeon on normal. If you know, if you got all your gear and all that stuff. You know. There I am, me and Lyra, 6 minutes. So let's go to hard. So hard's what people will really do. There'll be more hard times than normal. So we'll go to hard. There you go. On hard, you see Sleeping Forest, Harute, and Neol, 323. That's really friggin' amazing. That's awesome. You know, our best time was 427. That was with Zazmo. That one time, and then last night our best time was 437. So it was pretty crazy, you know. Oh hey Deadly, I'm just talking about Lucifer because we did more with him last night and, you know, tested the waters. So we ran about 16 times last night. You know, a lot of our times are here. I think we had like a 10-minute run last night. I remember we had a 10-minute. But I don't know if it saves every single run we do with the same team comp. I don't think it does. It doesn't. So as long as it's the same team comp, it'll replace itself. But if it's a different team comp, it won't. Or it'll just add a new time. So, no, it's not Satan, it's Lucifer. So then, let's go to the Hell times. So last night on Hell, that was our best time. So what was it? So before, this was the #1 time at 20:31, which was Sleeping Forest, Harute, and Neol, which I was talking about earlier. And then our best run last night was me, Lyra, Suzaku, Ikaros, and Harai, and we did about 1850. It was a really good run. So on par, we're gonna say that a good squad doing Lucifer Hell is gonna take you about 20 minutes. And that's if you know what you're doing, you're all like armed to the teeth and you know what's up and you all have res, you know, it's that kind of team comp. It should take you around 20, 23 minutes, something like that. And our strategy for doing it is we'll run it with drop boost. Don't run it without drop boost. It's a waste of stones. To be honest, it is a complete and utter waste of stones. So, are you downloading this game? That's cool, Dark Music. It's a fun game, but it's a lot of work. Gotta let you know that now. It's a lot of farming, a lot of shit. So, where was I? Yeah, we were up till like 4 last night, so I'm tired, by the way. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll go in with a drop boost on our bar. I first used a 300%. That's what I did. I didn't use it the first run because I wanted to test the waters. I didn't want to go in there thinking I was going to boost, and it takes us like half an hour, 40 minutes, right? Like the rumors. I'm like, if it takes that long, it's not worth boosting because you'd have to use multiple boosts per runs. But our technique is right before Lucifer is about to die, so when he's about 5% less health, like you can't even see his green, we all pop our boosts. So when we pop those boosts, you know, then we go again and again. And using that method, we managed to get 3 runs an hour. And in those 3 runs an hour, like on boost, we saw some El Sin recipes. So that was phenomenal. Well, no fallen crosses, no one got any last night, to my knowledge. Some of us kept running later. But on a 300%, I got 1 El Sin recipe. I'll show you, actually. Only one of us, but to say only one of us got our own El Sin recipe last night. But they dropped really well. On average, if you're on a 300% boost, and we didn't have fever, but I think next time if we have fever and it's like 100% or more, you know, fingers crossed, you know, then we'd pop some boosts, you know. 100% fever with 300%, it'd be really good. We did it on hard before, it was great. So, where is Yoshi here? You gave up after Kyoto? Damn. Alright. So, weapons Mythic. Let me go here. So, I got the bow. So, you know, there's El Galgos. El recipes drop on hard. Don't worry about them. So, El Galgos, you know, that's there. And then on Hell, I got the El Galgo Sin recipe. So Sin is the next level up. I'll just turn it here. It has this like white aura around it, but it looks just like it has the feathers and an aura. So the spear I have is just an L, it doesn't have the aura. He got 2 Sins, yeah. He got 2 Sins on 200. So 200, 300, like, the thing is, hey Eva, they drop. That's the thing. On average, they drop. If you're on a boost, I'd say El Sin recipes drop every 2 runs. You know, you just got to be committed to always be on boosts and all that stuff. So, yeah, I was happy to get 1 El Sin recipe. I was not getting them at first. The first run, I got like 2 maxis. I was like, 2 maxi L's. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I got maxi L like 3 times last night. It was dumb. First run, Harai got the first El Sin, to my knowledge. He got the El Sin End of Days, which is the sword, which is his. And then the first run, not Suzaku, what's your name? Ikaros, Army Man, got the Omen of Doom. So my spear recipe, he got that first run. And then Suzaku got the axe and the staff. And I don't know if Lyra got one or not. I can't remember him saying. If anything, maybe it was the staff. But I don't remember him saying he actually got one. I don't remember. He was pretty furious because he wasn't getting a lot of stuff because he really wants that Fallen Cross. So none of us got Fallen Crosses. You know, we look up on the wiki and it says like 2% drop on normal hell hard. I don't believe in that for normal at all. I don't think you can get a Fallen Cross on normal. I don't think so. I don't believe it. But from my knowledge, is like normal, you can get plumes. You might be able to get a Fallen Cross, but it's like, I doubt it's 2%. That's too high. You know, I feel like it'd be a Lunar Spirit Seal range at that point. But but the basis for what I understood is that normal you can get plumes. Hard, you get L recipes and Fallen Crosses. And Hell, you get, you know, Plume, Cross, L, Sin. So all this stuff drops on Hell, essentially. Alright, so, you know, every couple runs an L Sin dropped on boost. So when Fever comes again, I'm definitely going to get about, try to have on me about 30 stones. That's way too much for Hell anyway, but I think on Fever 100%, you should just be running Hell anyway if you can do it with a good team. You know, our team was great. It was actually fantastic. But in my personal experience, after you've gotten, like, let's say our whole squad gets all their Elsin recipes, we'll start running some hard. We won't bother with Hell. And the reason for that is hard takes 1/4 of the time Hell does. You know, we were doing 4 or 5 minute hards, and you know, that's about, what's 4 times 3? About 12 runs an hour, if you think about it. So that's about 11, 12 runs on your boost. Like, that feels like Satan times back in the day. Like, back in the day when we're trying to get the crosses and all that. So, you know, you want to do Hell to get the El Sin recipe, and to get your recipe. But after everyone's got the recipe, just do hard. Hard, I've seen 5 Fallen Crosses drop on hard. I think Ed got his Fallen Cross on hard. You know, so to my knowledge, 5 Fallen Crosses have dropped on hard. And they're on boost, obviously. So I'd say you farm hard for Fallen Cross and then Hell for Elsin. I know I said this like 5 times now. I'm a little tired. I realize that. I'm saying it over and over. But that's my base experience, my interpretation, my summary, whatever it is. So let's actually look at this recipe. So this recipe here, the El Galgo Sin. So all the sins, from my experience, because what we're all saying, you could all look them up, obviously. But I believe they all take the same moon drops. So they actually take rewards at the bottom. They take 3 Wandering Spirits, 3 Elixirs, and 3 Moondew. And I believe Harai said the sword was the same, and Icaro said the spear was the same. So I don't think one of them's randomly going to need blueprints, or one of them's randomly going to need globes. I think it's just the spirit, the elixir, and the Moondew. So, and you know, and they need 3 ivory and obsidian gems, but that's very negligible. It doesn't matter. So let's go back to the top. So you need an El Galgo. So you need the L at plus 70. Most players will take their L's to 100, just because it will take a long ass time between L and L Sin, depending. You know, if you're on PC and you have trading and stuff and you can just get the stuff, then whatever, you get it to 70. But especially now that on PC the L recipe is relaxed, the L takes like half as much stuff. Like the L Sin, actually, you only need like the L at plus 50, I think. Like, you don't need as much. You only need the L and whatever. So to make the L Sin, you need the L at plus 70, you need the veteran weapon at plus 70. So I already have a Nebula Disruptor at plus 100, actually. So it's here. I could use that if so be it happened. You're going to need the fused mag for the weapon itself, like for that weapon class. So I need attack star for this. For spear, I need a thunderquake fused. And then you're going to need a fuse of another class. So for bow, it's axe, as in the Raretsu fused. And for spear, it's twin sword. I don't really know all the combinations, so, you know, forgive me on that. I know that wand needs spear, thunderquake, and I think twin sword needs bow, and staff needs something. But anyway, everyone needs some other one. But in the future on PC, which where they are now, they have cut the second fuse. So you only need your fused, and you could take one and make an Elsin. So, that's pretty cool. So it takes 250 stones of light and thunder. It's pretty whatever. You just do dailies, you get them. 5 plumes, 3 fallen crosses, ivory gem, and wandering spirits, and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Just for quick reference, let's look at the L just to differentiate between them. So L Galgos. So you need a cross at 100, Severance, and the 105 weapon. Then you need like stones, 3 plumes. So altogether you need about 8 plumes from Lucifer. And then you're going to need about 4 fallen crosses. And I only need 2 more fallen crosses. And you need 3 cerulean, 3 scarlet, and 3 myrtle gems. And ivory and obsidian, just because. So you need 4 of those, but they're very easy to get. The hardest part really is the fuse mags. Like farming Lucifer, you just do it. You just pop boost, you wait for fever, whatever. You just do it. But the real hard part is getting the fuse mags. So, you know, that's the hardest part about it. Yeah, see ya, Anju. It's nice seeing you. But that's all I really wanted to talk about, really, is Lucifer is definitely doable on PS4. So when Xbox gets there, if you get all your stuff, it's very doable. I'd like to say the Night Sky worked very well. The Dayton Ruugi was putting in work. You know, on hard it does about 100, 200k a tick, so if I got 200k's the whole way, it's like 2 million, whatever you use it. It's a ranged move, it's very good. Fire, Darkness, and Mountain all work very well on him. Flame Lance is very good. I put Flame Lance on my Dayton Rue just for Lucifer, and it was working, so that was great. So Collapsing Blade, Fire moves, Lance, all that stuff was really, really good. Oh, excuse me, on him. So, but yeah, I heard that on PC most people just use Novas to fight him. It's completely doable. Like my friend Cluster, he just uses his Nova with Fireball, and it could do about, you know, 1 million a hit if you crit and all that. So it's pretty good. So lots of ways to approach going about Lucifer. You know, Fire, Darkness, Mountain. You know, use your class's strengths. Like, if you had a Nova on a Twin Sword, Crimson Crosscut would probably tear him up. I think that would be phenomenal. You know? Oh, Amaterasu here. They said hi. Why are they here? They just came by and said hi. Alright. So, you know, I'd advise, for people that have groups that want to run Lucifer, like, you know, Hell's doable, Hard's doable, you know, go at your own pace. You know, I think you should go about doing Hard first to get a Fallen Cross, and then focus on Hell later. Or if you want to just get your recipes first, go for that. But Hell should be just for the Elsin, and Hard is way better for Cross. So, you know, completely doable. Trying to think. I used the Storm on him. It did alright because it had a Mountain, but Mountain's not my strong element, so I don't really use it. Fire's whatever, and Lightning doesn't really work on him much, so Spear has to use other things. Dayton Rue's fine, you know, like Axes could use Earth Shattering, Strike, but he has to sit still for that, so it's really hard to use it. Flame Lance seems to be the most reliable thing. You know, Flame Lance, Collapsing Blade, the Dayton Ruugi, all of it very good. And in the future, Lucifer will be easier to farm because we'll have Mega Dayton Ruugi, which you could just slap on pretty much any weapon of your choice. Like, obviously you'd put it on the Dayton Rue or Mephistopheles weapons. Like, if we had completions and you know, warped and nadirs and things like that, Lucifer would be a lot easier. If we had a whole crew with nadirs, like, I don't know how that would happen. I could probably see us doing 10-minute runs, you know, hopefully. That would be great, you know. Go in there with a nadir, Dayton Rue, and then a Nova. GG. So that's something to look forward to. So, you know, it's all about getting the other stuff and then coming back to Lucifer. And then you can get that Elsin and it'd be awesome. Get that triple damage, strong weapon. I definitely want it. You know, I'm still trying to get my fused recipe, and then once I get that, I'll be more motivated. But you know, once I get that fused recipe, I get my fused. And if that fuse gets like crap ornamentations, well, you know, maybe I'll focus my efforts on putting that or making that second dancing water, you know, you never know. But yeah, Lucifer's fun. You wish you had your night sky. Well, Army Man, now you've got all the reason to do it. You know? After I made my L, I was like, I need that night sky. I need a way to kill hell. I need to do it. And all my friends were doing it, and I needed to be there. And I rose to the occasion, and I made it. It took me like a month, but I made this thing. Got the skills I need on it, and I'm happy. You know? Just like when we were fighting him, a lot of us were getting upset and mad because it was taking a while, but when I knew that we were doing it in a reasonable amount of time, like I estimated, you know, Cluster said we'd probably do it in 15 minutes, but, you know, it turned out to be 20. But, you know, maybe if he was there, could have been better. You know, Harai wasn't the best equipped for it. He was, you know, he had Nova and stuff, but he was probably the least prepared. He has the least amount of experience. Like, he never even did hard with us. He did hell. So, like, he went from normal to hard to hell. So he was the least experienced, but Cluster's been doing it with us before, so he would have known more of the matchup and stuff. And maybe then we could have done a faster time, but that's not the main focus here. But, what? Do you want to do Lucifer? No. No. Huh? Do you want to do Lucifer? No. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video about that, you know, about the experiences last night. If you want to see how the runs went, if you want to see how the runs went, on twitch.tv, you can look up Life on Food Stamps, and he should have an archive stream of us fighting him if you want to watch how those went. I didn't do it, like I didn't put up a stream or any videos of fighting him because Lyra was already doing it, and usually when someone streams, we don't all stream. So if you want to see how that went, you can look up Life on Food Stamps on twitch.tv and go through his archive streams, and there should be a Lucifer one. There should be lots of swearing and laughing and struggles in it, but if you want to see how that went out, by all means, go look at it there. If I get time, you know, some point in time, I might put a link to that in the it's Life on Food Stamps. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah, Life on Food Stamps with underscores and shit. Yeah, thank you, Eva. I'm probably going to put a link to that in the description of this video if anyone wants to see how that went. And, you know, it should be a good time, you know. That's Lyra's account on Twitch, by the way. You know, he's a good guy. Go watch him. So that's all I've got to say about this. It was a good experience, you know. You know, I'm glad we saw results. Like, we didn't see Fallen Crosses. I wasn't expecting to see Fallen Crosses. I just wanted to see that El Sin recipe. I didn't want to go in there and see the El Sin start being like crosses back in the day where like you're not even sure they exist. You know what I mean? But they're completely attainable, and that's all I wanted to know. That was my biggest thing. Like even if we just did one run and it took us like 40 minutes, that's all I wanted to know. But because it took us like better than our expectations, we went in, you know? Like, you know, we did it. That's the best part. We went in and we did it. And we did a good job. We got the fastest time. So, and hopefully it just gets faster and faster. So I'm going to stop talking here. I spent about half an hour me just saying like the same things over and over. I am tired. I am hungry. I am exhausted. Last night I popped a like coffee crisp chocolate bar at like 2 a.m. so we'd keep going. And that messed me up because I was up till like 4 or 5 o'clock just like in bed thinking and stuff. So, you know. So yeah, I'm going to try and get about 30 of each stone in case Fever comes around, and we'll probably do more Lucifer then. But, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any more questions or anything about Lucifer or anything, post it in the comments, your experiences, all that stuff. I'd love to hear it. And I will see you all next time. So, see ya.